Hello. I'm Dr. John, and this is the channel where health and education meet. If you're feeling more tired, with your skin aging quickly, losing strength and energy, it might be that your habits are destroying your appearance and health without you realizing it. But the good news is that this can be reversed, and I'm going to show you how. In this video, you will discover the worst habits that are accelerating your aging process and, more importantly, what to do to stop it right now. Small changes can make a huge difference in your energy, skin, and even testosterone levels. So tell me, have you noticed wrinkles appearing sooner than expected? Do you feel drained, even when sleeping well? Or do you feel like you're losing your vitality? If you answered yes to any of these questions, stay with me until the end, because this video could transform your health and make you look and feel years younger. Poor sleep is like trying to drive a car with an almost empty tank. At any moment, the engine could fail. Your body needs sleep to repair muscles, balance hormones, and keep the brain sharp. However, many men ignore this and get used to living in zombie mode, not realizing that lack of rest is accelerating wrinkles, fatigue, and even testosterone decline. And it's no use saying, "I sleep little, but well," because science has already proven that this is a myth. Sleep deprivation directly affects collagen in the skin, leaving it saggy and aged before its time. Additionally, it harms the production of GH, growth hormone, and testosterone, two essential pillars for a youthful appearance and a strong body. A man who sleeps poorly is more likely to gain abdominal fat, lose muscle mass, and live feeling tired. Want a practical example? Compare the appearance and energy of someone who sleeps well with someone who survives on coffee. The difference is striking. So, how do we solve this? First, by establishing a fixed bedtime and wake-up time, even on weekends. Second, eliminating screens at least an hour before bed, as blue light sabotages melatonin, the sleep hormone. And third, creating a conducive environment, dark, quiet, and at a comfortable temperature. For those with extreme difficulties, trying supplements like magnesium and L-theanine or even a hot bath before bed might help. But of course, all of this only makes sense if put into practice. Sugar is one of the biggest villains of aging, and the worst part is that it's hidden in almost everything. That sweetened coffee, the innocent bread at breakfast, industrialized sauces, these all contribute to a process called glycation, which damages the collagen in your skin, speeding up wrinkles and sagging. Additionally, excessive sugar consumption causes chronic inflammation in the body, harming joints, the brain, and even testosterone. In other words, it's not just the belly that grows, but your biological age increases as well. And processed foods? They're even worse. Packed with preservatives, inflammatory vegetable oils, and disguised sugars, they not only rob the body of essential nutrients but also mess with hormones and increase the risk of chronic diseases. For anyone constantly wondering why they're always low on energy or have skin full of blemishes, this might be the answer. Swapping cookies, sodas, and fast food for real food is one of the greatest investments a man can make in his longevity. But how to apply this without falling into the trap of eating healthy is hard? Simple, smart substitutions. Instead of sugary cereals, try eggs with avocado and olive oil. Instead of soda, go for lemon water or unsweetened iced tea. And instead of an industrialized snack, opt for nuts and a piece of 85% cocoa chocolate. The secret isn't to cut everything at once, but to make small swaps that, over time, become natural habits. Speaking of habits, there's another one that can be a huge saboteur of youth. If there's something that accelerates aging, it's a sedentary lifestyle. The human body was made to move, and when that doesn't happen, muscle loss and a drop in testosterone become inevitable. Many men feel like they're getting flabby as time goes by, but they don't realize that this isn't just age, it's lack of stimulation. The worst part? Some even work out, but they do it the wrong way, focusing only on cardio or light workouts, without enough intensity to generate real results. The right exercise isn't just about aesthetics, it's about keeping the machine running well. Resistance training, such as weightlifting and calisthenics, is essential for preserving muscle mass and keeping bones strong. Additionally, compound exercises like squats, deadlifts, and pull-ups increase testosterone and growth hormone production, delaying signs of aging. If the goal is to age strong and full of energy, training must be a priority, and more than that, it needs to be efficient. Now, if the excuse is lack of time, it's time to reevaluate priorities. Training 3 times a week makes a huge difference, and short, high-intensity workouts might be the solution for those with busy routines. What doesn't work is falling into the illusion that just walking in the park will solve everything. Movement is essential, but it has to be the right kind. And speaking of things that wreck the body, there's a silent enemy that few people notice, but it erodes health from the inside out. Chronic stress is a silent killer. It not only steals mental peace but also destroys physical health. Men who live under constant pressure, whether at work, in relationships, or with finances, experience high spikes of cortisol, the stress hormone. And do you know what happens when cortisol stays high for too long? The body enters survival mode, storing abdominal fat, reducing testosterone production, and accelerating cellular aging. The result? Wrinkles, hair loss, chronic fatigue, and a weakened immune system, but the worst part isn't just the physical impact, the emotional side suffers too. A man who is constantly stressed becomes reactive, impatient, and even aggressive, destroying important connections in both his personal and professional life. Moreover, uncontrolled stress leads to destructive addictions, such as alcohol, bad food, and excessive social media use, creating a vicious cycle that only worsens the situation. The truth is, managing emotions is not nonsense, but an essential skill for those who want to live longer and with quality. The solution? Create healthy outlets. Practices like meditation, breathing exercises, outdoor walks, and even enjoyable hobbies help reduce cortisol levels. Additionally, training the mind to face challenges strategically, instead of reacting impulsively, makes all the difference. Men who master their emotions become stronger, more confident, and resilient. And since we're talking about habits that harm health, there's a simple mistake many ignore that might be aging you without you realizing it. Water is essential for life, but believe it or not, many men simply don't drink enough. The human body is made up of about 60% water, and when dehydrated, it literally starts to deteriorate faster. Dry skin, deep dark circles, lack of energy, and even constant headaches can be signs that hydration is inadequate. And the worst part? Chronic dehydration compromises blood circulation, making it harder to transport nutrients and accelerating cellular aging. Now, if not drinking enough water already causes harm, excessive alcohol makes it even worse. Frequent alcohol consumption dehydrates, inflames the body, and reduces collagen production, leaving the skin looking aged and lifeless. Furthermore, alcohol overloads the liver, a key organ for detoxifying the body, causing toxins to accumulate and speeding up the wear and tear on the body. Not to mention its negative impact on testosterone levels, sleep, and even muscle gain. So, how to solve this? Simple. Increase your water intake throughout the day, prioritizing natural sources like filtered water, tea, and even coconut water. For those who struggle, adopting strategies like carrying a water bottle at all times or using reminder apps can help. As for alcohol, there's no need to cut it out completely, but reducing frequency and opting for less aggressive choices like dry wine or sugar-free drinks already makes a big difference. But beware, another crucial factor for youth and health is often neglected, and without it, the body just doesn't function well. The sun, often seen as a villain, is actually one of the most powerful allies for health. Controlled sun exposure is the most effective way to get vitamin D, an essential nutrient for the human body. Vitamin D deficiency is directly linked to a number of issues, such as fatigue, depression, osteoporosis, and even premature aging. And the worst part is that, with modern lifestyles, many men spend the entire day indoors, at work or at the gym, without getting a simple dose of sunlight. The result is a drop in energy levels and a weakened immune system. Moreover, vitamin D deficiency affects testosterone. Without adequate levels of this hormone, the body is more prone to gaining weight, losing muscle mass, and aging at an accelerated rate. Studies show that men with low vitamin D levels exhibit more signs of aging, loss of libido, and even hair loss. And that's why getting sun exposure, in moderation, is one of the most effective ways to combat these effects. So, how to put this into practice? Start with 15 to 20 minutes of sun exposure per day, preferably in the morning or late afternoon when UV rays aren't as harsh. And of course, don't forget sunscreen to protect your skin from damage. For those who live in places with limited sunlight, vitamin D supplementation might be a good alternative. But remember, the body needs much more than just vitamin D to function well. Many men still neglect skin care, thinking it's feminine or unimportant. The reality is quite different. Men's skin is thicker and oilier, making it more prone to problems like acne, blackheads, and even premature aging. Not taking care of your skin can result in clogged pores, inflammation, and, over time, loss of firmness. And when it comes to aging, the skin is the first to show signs. If you don't take care of it from an early age, wrinkles and spots appear faster than you might think. Additionally, using the wrong products for your skin type or neglecting hydration and sun protection can cause damage. Many men think that regular soap is enough for the face, but these products are often harsh and dehydrate the skin, accelerating the aging process. Even worse, neglecting sunscreen can be one of the biggest mistakes, as excessive sun exposure damages collagen and elastin fibers, leaving the skin saggy and wrinkled. How to start caring for your skin without being an expert? Use a gentle face soap, invest in a good moisturizer, and, of course, never leave the house without applying sunscreen, regardless of the weather or season. If you want an upgrade, you can start using an anti-aging serum or an eye cream. And for those who think skincare is a luxury, it's good to remember, healthy skin is a reflection of a healthy body, and this care is cheaper than the damage neglect can cause in the future. And speaking of care, is there something more fundamental than ensuring the body and mind are well? One of the biggest causes of premature aging isn't the body but the mind. Many men live without a clear purpose, dragging themselves through daily routines without a true passion for what they do. This internal emptiness generates frustration, stress, and ultimately affects physical health. When the mind doesn't find meaning in daily activities, it falls into a cycle of negativity that drains energy and sabotages any attempt at progress. This mental wear and tear could be the trigger for a rapid decline in health. Furthermore, a negative mindset is a disguised poison. When you always see yourself as a victim of circumstances, every challenge becomes an insurmountable obstacle. This kind of thinking limits possibilities and prevents growth, creating a cycle of self-sabotage. Men with this mindset end up believing that aging is inevitable, that vitality is lost over time, and this directly affects their actions and decisions. The result is a body and mind that are increasingly worn out. So, what's the key to reversing this situation? Self-knowledge and a change in mindset. Investing in personal development books, like The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg, and practicing gratitude daily helps transform your life perspective. Defining a higher purpose, whether in work, relationships, or new projects, brings motivation and renews energy. And by cultivating a positive mindset, aging stops being a sentence and becomes a process of maturing with wisdom and vitality. When the mind is healthy, the body benefits immensely. Now that you know exactly what is harming your health and accelerating your aging process, the only thing left is to take action. It's no use knowing all this if you don't put it into practice. So, which habit will you start changing today? Remember, true transformation begins with a single decision, the decision to take care of yourself. Now it's your turn to reverse the damage done over the years and, at the same time, strengthen yourself for the future. Your health, appearance, and well-being depend on it. If you liked this content, imagine what else you can learn to further improve your life. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and don't miss the upcoming videos full of tips to transform your health and mind. Don't wait until tomorrow to start changing what you can begin today. Let's go together on this journey toward a healthier, younger, and more energetic life.